Welcome back to DIY Garage, everybody. One of my viewers wanted to update on the Oklahoma Joe's Tahoma 900. This grill here is a gravity-fed charcoal grill. You can use charcoal briquettes, lump charcoal, or wood chunks. I like to use lump charcoal myself. I don't care for the charcoal. So I'm gonna give you guys an update and actually smoke a couple slabs of spare ribs, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, first and foremost, I was trying to keep the grill pretty clean. I probably used it maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 times in a year that I've had it. It becomes a pain in the butt. There's a metal heat cover under these grates. I like to cover mine with aluminum foil to try to keep it clean, because it's a pain in the butt cleaning this grill. I know some people really don't care about cleaning it much, but I do like to clean mine. Last time I used it, I didn't really use it long, so I didn't really clean out the ashtray. As you see, I got a couple fire starters down there. Hopper is empty right now, so we'll get this filled up. I do have the app that goes with this, so I'll get this filled up and set the temp. I'm gonna do these slabs probably at 250, low and slow. And here's the charcoal I like to use. Well, one of the charcoals, not a sponsor. B&B lump charcoal, mesquite flavor. So we'll get that loaded up and get her going. There's a line here that shows your max. One of my pet peeves with this grill is it says it's gravity fed, but I have a little charcoal poker to push the coals down. Sometimes they get caught up and don't want to fall like they're supposed to. Another thing you want to make sure is you open this hopper up that allows the heat to go into the grill chamber. Okay, so after you light your fire starters, turn your screen on. Turn it on by pressing that power button. You want to wait till you start to see smoke come out this stack here, and then that's when you'll set your temp and let the fans get going to heat it up. So once you start seeing that smoke, then you'll set your temp. Okay, so I'm seeing a little smoke. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not, because it's really not much. But we'll go ahead and set our temp. And what did I say, 250? About 250, set it, and just press the button. You'll see the fan indicator come on, and it'll show you what temp it's currently at, and then it'll show you what temp it's set to get to. And once it gets to its temp, if you're outside, it'll beep at you. If not, on your phone, if you're using the app, it'll send you a notification that it has reached temp in your app. So I'm gonna open up this Oklahoma app. As you see, the temperature on the grill right now is 123, and it shows it's set to 250. So it also show you the probes. That's what you see down at the bottom, 1 and 2. Probe 1 is at 96. Probe 2 is at 92 degrees. I never really use the probes. I have a separate probe set, but this is the app that'll show you what the grill is actually doing. You click this recipes, it'll show you different recipes you can mimic or use. pretty neat. Discover just kind of shows you how to clean your grill, how to season your grill and all that good stuff. Or if you're trying to go back to your actual screen, the account button here just shows you your account information. So I went back to the cook screen. You see it says recipes, cook, discover account at the bottom. So I went back to the cook screen, and right now it's showing us at 129 and still set at 250. Here are my spare ribs already seasoned up. They are spare ribs. I typically like to cut the tips off and kind of cut the edge off so that don't burn quick. I'll just put those on the top rack. That's my barbecue sauce of choice. Gates Barbecue, Kansas City's. So yeah, they're sitting out, kind of getting to room temperature, or until the grill gets done. And I'll cut you back on when I'm putting them on. All right guys, the grill has reached temp. You can see it say 250 there. It's not changing, meaning it's at the temperature I set it to. So let me go ahead and load these ribs up. And I'll kind of give you an idea of the space. I mean, if you're a griller, you know about how big spare ribs are. The heat is mainly coming from this section. So I like to put the thicker end. I like to put the thicker end towards the heat. I'll set them to this side. Let me scoot you over a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So you get some decent room on here. Figure that's 2 spare slabs. You know, had they been baby backs, I probably could do 3. Or even St. Louis style, probably 3. Maybe a couple more up here, and some items over on this side. I typically don't put nothing on this side other than maybe hot dogs or something, because it'll cook pretty quick. And these little pieces that I cut off, I'll just throw those on the top. And let those go. Okay, so that's the ribs, and you can kind of see the space we're dealing with here. I know from the camera it's kind of hard to see, but it's quite a bit of space on there. Okay, so another thing I want to point out is using the Oklahoma Joe's app. If you scroll to the left, see these 3 dots up top here. Scroll over. The middle dot shows the temperature of the grill, your timers, and probe temps if you're using the probes and setting any timers. And if you scroll one more time to the right, it'll actually show a live graph of what your grill has actually been doing. I guess it shows the last 2 minutes. We started cooking at 1:30 p.m. Right now it's 2:23 p.m., so about a good hour. But it'll show how consistent your temps are staying, if they've dipped or surged any. It's a pretty neat little tool to use to keep track of what your grill's been doing, if it's holding temp. And a lot of times, if you're looking at this graph and you see the temp is going low, it's probably running out of fuel, which is the coal. So you want to go out there, either add coal or push the coal down if it hasn't failed. Okay, everybody, so we are about an hour and a half in. Let's see what we're looking like. Go ahead and give these a flip. Set that over there real quick. Flip them bad boys over. That little guy. Need some longer tongs. I have some, I just didn't bring them out. And let's check our fuel. when you open the tray, the fan shuts off. See, they're all still towards the top. So yeah, we gotta push them down a little bit. But there's some big chunks in here, so that makes sense why they didn't fall right. Now, honestly speaking, the charcoal, the actual briquettes, does do a little better about falling. So that's where we're at. Our line is right here. So we'll put some more in. Okay, everybody, so currently it is 5:15, 5:17, so it's about 3 hours, 45 minutes. Let's see what we look like. Looking pretty good. I mean, as you can see, the color is wonderful. The color is wonderful. Didn't test. They're getting nice and flimsy, meaning they're getting tender. This one looks a little more done than the other one. Nice and flimsy. We got our instant read meat thermometer, and they're probing at about 180. 205 or 202, they'll be falling off the bone, and I don't want that, so I think I'll go ahead and pull them off. And that is the final update. Man, they smell delicious. If we had smell-o-vision, I'd let you smell them, but you can't. So we'll sit here and enjoy them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.